from your point of view, speaking about general neurorehabilitation, how do you see the evolution of the whole neurorehabilitation from the 70s to the current 2020s? How do you see in a brief phrase?
Brief, I have no idea. I'm telling you, in the 70s, we were trying to be better handlers. We didn't think of machines. Yeah. Okay, we were just trying to be better handlers and helping our clients survive and have a good life. We believed that. Then came research that told us actually we could do that if we were better handlers. If we were even better handlers, we could do that. We have to observe these principles of motor learning, the principles or characteristics of plasticity. But if we were better handlers, we could do it. Now we have machines, and I think the role of the machines should be to help us get to that final point more completely and faster.
Faster, yeah.
And faster. It shouldn't take, you know, when we used to see the client 3 times a week for 1 hour, we never achieved the number of repetitions or the intensity that we needed to achieve. So if the client achieved something in 10 years, I don't know if that was good news or bad news. By the time 10 years would roll around, the client doesn't believe anymore that he can get to that point of recovery and doesn't need to and doesn't actually really want to, just comes to therapy because it's part of his life now and it helps him maintain his certain status that he's achieved. Then we got had more intensity and clients actually started getting better faster. And I think now at this time, if we don't forget to handle the clients and also use the technology, we should get there more completely and faster. I think the great tragedy would be the tragedy that I see developing in many places. Rehab places that are only full of machines and there's no handling. And the clients are not getting better, just like they didn't get better in the 70s. And so that's a problem. For me, that's a tragedy.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But insurance companies, especially in America, love to pay for machines, but don't love to pay for hours and hours of therapy. And we taught them that because in the past, we couldn't help the clients get better fast enough. So they didn't achieve the goal, and now they've been sold on the idea that the machines will help the clients get better faster, and that the machines in the end effect will cost them less than therapists cost them. So in fact, it's actually not about the clients, it's about money. And it's a tragedy. It is a tragedy. And so I hope that's not going to happen everywhere, but that's a concern of mine. And that's why Jan and I and Marta Gonzalez and the other people we've trained to go on after we retire will still keep helping therapists become better handlers and help the clients actually recover motor control.
What do you recommend to a newly graduated physical or occupational therapy who has some interest in neurorehabilitation? What would you say?
They should take. I think they need to take courses in handling, so they understand motor control better. It's not that I'm saying to them they shouldn't use machines, but they need to see what motor control is and how they can influence motor control, because otherwise they won't know what they're trying to get on the machine. They're going to let the machine take over. The machine can't take over. It's only as good as the person who runs the machine and knows what you can do with it. So a therapist who doesn't handle and doesn't know what to do with handling can't identify how the machine technology can help. That's a problem. I wouldn't let a new therapist be involved with using machines until they actually learn how to handle. But I don't run a rehab center, and I know how difficult that might be.
Maybe it's the moment to back to the classics, and maybe that's the revolution, back to the classics, and do not forget the handling and the art of helping patients with our hands.
I believe that. I don't not believe in the machines, But I believe if we can't help them and don't know how to manage and treat our clients, we don't know how to use the machines to their benefit. It should be an adjunct. It should not be the main therapy.